deer. There's Mr. Bear up there. Well, I think I'm here. It's time for another adventure. If everything goes according to plan, I'm heading for Chainy Lakes. I want to try out my new fishing float, see how that works, and see if I can catch a trout for supper. I just remembered, I believe the Mactaquac Dam, the bridge over the Mactaquac Dam, is closed today. So that means I've got to cross the river downtown Fredericton and go up the other side of the river. Oh well. I'm glad I remembered now, not a little bit later. I was originally planning on getting away early and going in towards Fraggle Rock and trying the fishing in there, and then going to Chainy Lakes, because I don't know if I'll get a fish out of that or not. But I'm a little late getting away, and going in through city center here, it's going to add another half hour to my time. So I think I'll just go to Chainy Lake. Take my chances. Fortunately, I'm running against most of the traffic because it's right during rush hour. Amounts to rush hour in Fredericton. Rush hour in Fredericton is about 15 minutes long. I think the only thing I have left to get is some bait. I'll have to remember to stop and get that. Up in there without any bait. Well, we're pretty well out of the city there now. We're up in Douglas, and it's all clear sailing now up to Zealand. Then the real trip can start. There's the Narcissus stream right there. This area here is called Mouth of Keswick, and as its name implies, it's where the Keswick River dumps into the St. John River. And today we'll be going way up above its source into Nashwauk country. And we may stop somewhere and fish in Keswick. I'll have to decide that later. We'll be following it up through anyway. Lots of water in the Keswick. couple of deer. Yeah, pretty. And there they go. Beaver Creek. And there's the Dorn Ridge Road. I might see you out here. Well, there's the Keswick River. This is on the Mill Road. A lot of water going down through. I guess all that rain yesterday. Wonder if a fellow would get a fish out of that. And we get up over the ridge here and we'll be into the Nashwauk watershed. Water in the Nashwauk today. There's Mr. Bear up there. And there he goes. here more all the time. Beautiful little lake. There's some ducks over there in the lower lake. I think I'll go up to Chainy Heights and set up my camp. Maybe I'll fish this a little later. We'll see. Well, I think I'm here. That is one hot afternoon. Thankfully there's a few clouds around and pretty good breeze up here on this hill, that's what I was kind of counting on. I thought if I get down in a glade somewhere in the shade that the flies would be too bad. Be no breeze and everything because it's quite muggy, and there is quite a breeze up here, so that's good. I was going to go fishing this afternoon, but I think I'll wait till later on when it cools down a little bit. I don't think the fish should be biting right now anyway. So I'm just taking it easy here. I may even have a nap. I don't know. It's pretty hot. Just sitting in the shade's quite nice. Maybe I'll fly the drone. Have a look around. There's been quite a few airplanes around today. There were 3 flew by in a formation. I don't know if they were some sort of spray plane or fire plane or what they were. And then one other plane went over. So it's been quiet for a while, so I guess I will fly the drone. I just got the drone up. I was just bringing it back and a plane flew over. Low altitude. He must have been looking me over. I had the drone well out of the way, but still kind of an uncomfortable feeling. You don't know where he's going to go. Anyway, it all ended happy. So now I'll wait till it cools down a little bit and I'll do a little bit of fishing. Pretty comfortable right here now. There's enough of a breeze. It's The horse flies are awful bad, or moose flies I guess they would be out here. But a little bit of fly dope takes care of that. I don't think I want to put on a smudge right now. I should check the forest fire index anyway. Should be alright. It rained all night the other night, so we'll see. Well, I got here early afternoon, and it's a hot day, so I set up the tent, and I hadn't done too much this afternoon, just kind of laid around in the shade. I got my fishing float ready to go, and it's getting on towards 5-6 o'clock here now, so I'm going to go down to the lake and try the fishing, see if I can get a few trout, and then I'll come back here and have supper. I'm just taking it easy today. It's too hot to do too much, but it should be nice and cool in the lake. I'm hoping anyway. So we'll see you down there. So it's time to go fishing. I've got my fish float. First time I've used it. And I'll just use my telescopic rod. There's the path. Takes us down to the lake. That's the lake I'm going to try to fish. All right. Where to go from here? Right through here, I guess. Well, this is kind of nice. I'm not sure there's going to be any fish to catch in this particular lake. It looks awful shallow. We can try it. I'll go over to where the inlet is. See if there's anything up there, and let the wind blow me back, I guess, and then we can try the second lake. Well, the first lake is kind of a bust. It's too shallow and warm. So we'll get down to where the other two lakes are, and we'll drop a line in there, and then we'll go back to the camp. Well, there's a bunch of little fish in here, but not that interested in them. I think my fishing's done for the day. I'm not going to go out in that lake over there. I think I'll go back to the campsite and cook supper. And maybe I'll stop at Fraggle Rock tomorrow and do a little fishing there. We'll see how hot it gets. Got a few maple sticks to take back for a twig fire, if I can get them back there. Well, I've got a little smudge going here, started. I'll process this wood and then we'll have some supper. A little bit of smoke here to take care of the flies. About as bad as they've been all year right now. Well, that's taking care of the flies anyway. It's quite warm out tonight. I don't really need much of a fire, but the smoke really helps. The black flies are coming out and the moose flies are pretty fierce. But it's nice here now, just perfect. There's a little bit of a breeze and it's just the right temperature. So I'll have to get supper on. I just checked the NB fire index and the whole province is green, so it's all right to have a fire, but I think all I'll do is the twig stove. I didn't get any water when I was down at the lake, so I don't want a big fire. And I can put the twig stove out quite easy. Well, it's a late supper. It was too hot to eat earlier. And then I got watching a movie. And time just slipped away from me. So I'm eating now. Just cooling down to a nice temperature now. And I'm having tacos again. Oh, 6:30 in the morning and it's hot already. I think I'll pack up before I do anything. I'll have that done and then maybe make a coffee and I'll get out of here before it gets too awful hot. Man, that's going to be a peeler today. It's 8 o'clock. I get up at 6:30 and it took me till now to get packed up. And I'm going to get out of here. It's hot already. So I think I'll make a beeline back to Fredericton. I was thinking of going fishing, but it's too hot for that. I've got everything all secured there. Hopefully it'll all make it back to Fredericton okay. So it's time to get out of here. All right.